we will go ahead and start.
But I saw you joining even at 9 o'clock, sir. Actually,
No,
we
no,
came
I
in
had
and then we
joined and
done.
I went for my dinner. That's why I
Yeah.
had said I will come online India time 8:45.
Oh, okay.
That is the message I had posted.
Yeah. So
Sir, is there
logged
any
in.
possibility to make this like a shorter YouTube short type of content? Maybe like when we go through this daily conversation, right? Right. For the YouTube short, we can, if we can summarize maybe 1 minute or a 2 minute, then we could just take it after and maybe produce that.
Assigned to say who will bell the cat? Praveen will bell the cat. Praveen can take it over and do that.
Yeah, I can do that. That's okay, sir. I'll do
No,
that. I mean,
you're already an admin in my YouTube channel,
yes, sir.
no?
Right, right, sir. I'll do that.
I have started a new group today.
Okay.
Faith and Thinking and Destiny.
Yeah, so the reason is some people, I mean, it takes, again, it is an ocean, right? So even for me, before embarking, thinking on destiny, I've waited for 1 year, whether I can commit enough time for this. So
Hmm.
the shorter version will tell them the glimpse of what it can be,
Yeah,
what it will be.
you can do it because
I'll try that.
I'm getting into so many things. Now the diabetes management initiative will start very soon.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already Chandra Garu, he did so much mapping and all this with the thinking and destiny. I mean, amazing. Last 3 years only we have three
Yeah.
years. And we did so much work on this. I mean, like, putting so many
So
maps and
almost
then
thinking and destiny almost a year now.
No, no, it's more
no,
than
no, no, no,
more
almost
than
Three
2 years.
years.
three.
It's
Sir, it
almost
is
three
more
years.
than a year. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's almost
happy
Happy
3 years.
New Year to all. Yes.
Happy New
For me, sir, when I'm watching all of you through the YouTube, and now I'm
Year.
joined all of you in the YouTube. It's like a viewer joining the characters in
Yeah.
that sense.
So
Sir,
shall we summarize
मोडाली
the
जी
point number
daughter is with
Haji?
me right now.
मोडाली जी डायबिटीज का क्या बोल रहे थे आप क्या कर रहे हो डायबिटीज के लिए
I'm going to start a virtual diabetes management center.
अच्छा
Hmm.
आप मुझे लूप में रखना ना जरा बताना
हाँ जरूर जरूर.
फॉर मुकुल
Achha,
Yeah.
Chandra sir, is it possible to cure type 1 diabetes?
Say, I won't say cure. It is possible to manage it without medicines over a period of time. That is why I shared the book by R.J. Spina. उसके 3
Sir,
ऑडियो बुक्स वो सब भेजा काय के लिए है? आप लोग पढ़ते नहीं हो क्या?
sir, सुनो ना, मेरी एक क्लाइंट है, क्लाइंट के बच्चे को है ना, she is around 31 years old. She has this problem, okay, and she
31
is
ईयर्स
taking
का
a
बच्चा नहीं
insulin.
कहते हैं.
Ah, young girl, okay.
Right?
So, so 31 years old lady, she doesn't want to believe in this kind of medicines and all.
So just leave them.
And so that's the reason I just left them.
Yeah. If they don't believe, it is their problem.
Bye bye. Hi, Sisi. Hi,
Like, see, Patriji, yeah. See, Patriji even spoke about crop circles.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if we talk about ancient India and the cultural practices in South India, वो घर के सामने रंगोली डालते हैं. Okay,
That was your
they say I did not know
as
the spiritual significance of those rangolis, right?
yeah. Now it
It's one form
now
of
it,
crop circle.
in crop circle not only the sacred geometry.
Yeah, see, crop circles is sacred geometry. For example,
Yeah.
something like this, right? Something like this is supposed to help you with your back problems.
We
Cannot
can't see,
see
sir.
You can't?
any. We cannot.
Oh,
The line.
No, your background is that is
Merging with it. Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So let me try to show it on WhatsApp. One sec.
Sir, we should get back to T&D
Yeah, we will, sir. We will. This is useful information,
for diabetics.
for health.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, you are seeing this diagram,
Yes.
Now
Sir.
yeah.
right? So this is supposed to be Sapta Lokas and whatnot, as per the book.
Mm.
I believe there is a um, federation of masters or something like that, in which Patriji, Mahavatar Babaji, and a few of the masters, they have created this booklet in Telugu. So I am
Oh,
trying
I
to
didn't know that.
translate that to English. I have finished 47 pages of that. The remaining is still to be done and then reviewed.
So the
Like
booklet
this,
is in Telugu, sir.
yeah, that booklet is in Telugu. Yeah,
Send me if you can. Let me see what I can do if I can.
yeah, but it's almost done.
Okay.
But I can still send you that booklet. That's not a
Telugu
problem.
booklet, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I will. Okay. So, ma'am, shall we start with this chapter? We'll start with revision of the 10th point and then proceed.
Yeah. How come I
Light
do
in the
not see
thinker.
my video? I do not see my video. I don't know why. Okay, that's fine.
Are you able to see
Okay,
it?
yeah.
What is it, Balagaru? What you can't say?
No, I said some reason I cannot see my video on my screen. So for some reason, I don't know why. It's okay.
No, it
Don't
will be
worry.
on right side. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And now everything is changed. So okay. Okay. The light in the thinker, in the doer. The chief characteristic of the psychic atmosphere is a feeling for and the desiring and a feeling. Oh, sorry. The chief characteristic of the psychic atmosphere is a feeling for and the desiring and rushing after something it longs for, yet it fears. So, the chief characteristic of the psychic atmosphere, he's saying, it is a feeling for the desiring and rushing for the after something it longs for, but still it has the fear.
It has
That
the
something,
because of non-clarity.
yeah, not clarity, yeah. It it longs for, but it has that fear. It pulls back.
Correct.
That something is the light of the intelligence and contact with the thinker and the knower. That's something. So
Correct.
he's saying that's
Actually, if you really think a little bit deeper, this psychic atmosphere is filled with our emotions which cloud the environment.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
we are under the control of the body mind is playing the controlling entity. Because the body mind is playing the controlling entity, we are missing out on seeing the light pass through. It has become very foggy. Both the psychic atmosphere and the mental atmosphere is clouded with that.
Yeah, not clear. Yeah,
Correct.
that's right.
Sir, one question, sir. The heading, the light in the thinker and in the doer, or is it thinker in the doer?
The
Light
thinker in the
in the
door.
thinker
No.
and in the doer, right?
There is supposed to be a comma. The
Okay,
way
yeah, comma or and something like that, yeah.
there is supposed
Okay.
to be the
So the
light.
light in the thinker, the light in the doer. That's what he's talking about.
Correct.
Okay, I got it, yeah.
Okay. The atmosphere is not conscious of the light.
Mm.
It is never quiet, but when impressions from the nature elementals or desires of other doers enter through the avenues leading from the openings of the body, it is stirred into a turmoil.
Mm.
It pulls and it pushes. It sucks in like a whirlpool and it tries to get into everything.
Correct.
It
See,
surges in
yeah.
It surges in these ways during eating, amusement, dancing, celebration, sermons, funerals, and all trading. So he's talking about this particular light of conscious,
Yes.
surging. It surges in these ways. The atmosphere is conscious of its activities, but is not conscious of why it has them.
Mm.
It has them to get the light it once had, but which was withdrawn. The psychic atmosphere is represented in the feeling and the desire of the doer.
Correct. See, our feeling and desire, because of their characteristic, it is represented in many diagrams as plus and minus. Okay. There is no equal to. It is always either plus or minus. When it is equal to, you have surpassed that stage and gone to the next level of the consciousness. Okay. Are you able to visualize that? Right? If you close your eyes, if you take a thought, it is either plus or minus. It is either adding or it is subtracting. So that is what he is saying. It pulls and it pushes. It sucks in like a whirlpool and it tries to get into everything. Now, if we look at from a dimensional perspective, this becomes the fourth dimension. Correct?
Yeah, a little above the human level. Yes.
Yes. No, it is the astral level actually.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So the light is in the spiritual level.
Right.
That to the
Yeah.
top end of the spiritual level. That light has to pass through the mental.
Right. Astral.
But the first level of crystallization is in the fifth and sixth dimension that we saw when we were talking about the dimensions.
Right. So it has to
Light
come
body,
down.
light body, correct? Now,
Yeah.
those crystals have to let the light come through.
Right. Come
And
down.
from the bottom side, if we look at it, we are in the physical. Above the physical is our emotional body. That is going to cloud because this astral body is in between the mental body and the physical body.
Yeah.
Emotions and feelings are going to play the plus and minus role. Sometimes it is the emotions which is, the positive side, but then they have to pass through the Anahata chakra where righteousness is sitting there.
Yeah.
All these are going to cloud the decision making. Correct. So that is why it goes up and down, right? It surges in these ways during eating, during amusement, during dancing. These are all the typical states of our existence, even for a moment, right? And this is what impacts us. The same way, it has them. The atmosphere is conscious of these, it activates, but is not conscious of why it has them. In the atmosphere, all these are sitting as energy blocks, energy pass-throughs, energy blockers, right? And the atmosphere is conscious of these, their activities, but it is not conscious of why it has them. It
Sir,
has them. Pardon?
another issue, sir. Sir, it surges in these ways.
That
In
is
which
up and down.
ways? Surges means it increases. Surge is actually increasing, right?
See, that is the plain English. It surges is it is making an attempt to penetrate and come through.
Okay. In
Because
these ways,
the
which
Noetic
way?
Destiny, if you remember in the beginning, what
Yeah.
is it is if something has to reach the completion, it starts in the Noetic Destiny, it has to pass through this body and
Yes.
enter into nature.
Right.
It has to pass through this body and enter into nature. Correct. So in
Right.
its journey, it surges up and down because of these blockages.
Okay. Surges means in both ways, push and pull. Both he is talking about.
Correct.
Okay. And then it sucks in like a whirlpool. That is also true.
Correct.
It surges in these ways during eating. That means you are
So those are
happy.
all the activities that you are performing.
Yeah, you are happy most of the time, right? Dancing, eating,
But
amusement,
it depends upon your state.
celebrations.
See, if your majority of your initiatives, if you are meeting with success, you are happy.
Correct. Yeah, except the
But
funerals.
if they are not, right?
It you feel disappointed. Yeah, you feel
Correct.
the
So
negative side of it.
it passes through that. Basically, you pass through those stages. It is
Okay,
acting.
it's acting. Okay.
I
Correct.
Yeah.
think it looks
This,
like almost like a electricity, right? So where the electricity
see,
you're passing through, you
any
need
energy in each
The-
state, when there is resistance, it gets converted to electricity. Otherwise, it is voltage, which is amplitude. Right? I mean, it is the same thing.
right. So I mean, in the sense, when we are, if we are the perfect conductors, then the energy or consciousness coming from the noetic plane has to reach the earth through, and all of those chakras will be aligned. If whatever reason, if there are blockages, energy drop, whatever it is, then that energy is not really reaching the
See,
earthing.
I had posted another book, right? Hands of Light.
Hands of light, yeah. Yeah, I didn't really read that. Okay. I'll
Hands of Light is how it influences our energies, our various stages of the energies also.
okay. Yeah.
So when there is a block that causes the turmoil,
Correct.
Yeah, so that basically it's another indication that whenever there is a turmoil of either physical level or an energy or emotional level, it basically means grounding is not happening because we are blocking. Whatever some energy is blocking that consciousness reaching the ground. Earthing is
path.
not happening.
Yes, you got it.
Yes.
Yeah. So then, so
That's
the psychic atmosphere is represented in the feeling and desire of the doer. Which chakra? Which chakra?
Swadhisthana.
Exactly.
Heart,
It is
heart
the
chakra, right?
Swadhisthana. No, Swadhisthana. The second chakra. Mooladhara, Swadhisthana.
Okay.
The
Energy level.
emotional body. That is where the emotional body is concentrated.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If
If
So they use the
feeling
word dancing and all, which kind of sort of creativity. So
correct,
if your Swadhisthana is not well, then your creativity blocks are happening.
correct. Hey, you don't understand what it is, so what will you create?
yeah.
You will create, but that will only be fear. That's correct.
If feeling and desire could get the light into the atmosphere, the doer would not desire to change its present condition. It would continue to seek satisfaction from nature. It would have a greater intensity of satisfaction because of the light, and it would not advance, and so it would retard the progress of the doer. If feeling and desire could get the light into the atmosphere, the doer would not desire to change its present condition. Okay. It would continue to seek satisfaction from the nature because of the senses, sense satisfaction.
Exactly. So those who attended the class in the morning also will get the clarity now.
Yes, sir.
right? Whatever senses we are talking of, right? They are the blockages, they are the pathways, and when they control you, you are living in the nature. Correct. Yeah.
Because the doer has no light in it, because the doer has no light, it is in the dark. It cannot tell one thing from another, cannot form a judgment, but can only feel and desire.
Correct.
Because the doer has no light in it is in the dark. Okay, it cannot tell one thing
May
from
not
another.
even know, it may only desire, not even feel.
Yeah, see that at that point he doesn't know what is right or wrong. That Viveka, the clarification and discrimination power is not there.
Correct. He
Oh,
is not able to see,
yeah.
right?
So, yeah, he is going after whether it is right or wrong. Yeah.
No, it has not come to that stage. He is not able to recognize what it is, first of all.
Okay.
Sir,
Because
is it about the desire being so strong that he is blind to the
No,
reasoning?
no, 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 no. He has not come to this state because that light has not hit. He has not got a clarity. I want to do something. But what? Don't
No,
you get
it's not
into
like
that
I
place?
want to eat jalebi.
No, it's not I want to eat jalebi alone. Okay.
he says
No, no.
he wants
You are in the
desire.
desert. Suppose I say you are in the desert.
Yeah,
You
you need water.
you get a desire to eat jalebi. Go get
Okay,
go get it. You don't know how to make it. You have heard the word jalebi. You don't know anything beyond it.
right.
So you don't know, no mouth watering, nothing, no feeling. You will desire, right? So that kind of situation also comes under this, is what he is trying to tell you.
So at that situation, they only have a desire, but there is no judgment.
Correct.
What exactly to
No,
do?
it's not that, madam. Here, I think what we are talking about is that desire can come to you even without your knowledge.
It can come,
Yeah,
but there is no clarity. So
yeah.
you cannot
Judgment.
form a judgment. Desire can
Yeah.
come, but you
The,
can't act on it.
no, judgment meaning whether your desire is rightful path or
No, no,
wrong
no,
path.
no, 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 not
That
only.
what he is talking about.
No, no, no. That is only one portion of the definition of judgment. Okay, I ask you explain the taste of jalebi to somebody who doesn't know what jalebi is.
I mean, if he knows at least what is sweet, I can say it is sweet.
No, he doesn't know.
But he doesn't know what is the sweet,
Exactly.
then
So
no way that you can
he,
explain it.
he is the subject to this state.
But
He is
then
in
there is
that
no desire
condition.
also, is it not, sir? Because
Pardon?
if you don't know that the jalebi tastes very good, you will not even desire to have it because you don't know what it is.
No, but then I have spoken the great things about jalebi, let us say.
Yeah, but still I
Then
don't
you will
know.
have a desire to taste that. I want to
Mm,
understand what it is.
maybe, but I mean, because see, unless I know that sugar is sweet, I would not ask for it. Even if somebody
No,
gives,
no,
I may
that
not
is
taste.
you. That is you.
Yeah,
We are
yeah,
talking about the possibilities of amongst these 20 people that we are here.
yeah.
Is
Without
further
knowing,
let us further do see
Correct.
when things are it tries to hold them and get more of them. When they are unpleasant, it tries to get away from them.
Mm.
So this is how they
right,
will act.
right. Once
Not
they,
having.
No, that is your root chakra in function
yeah,
because you have to survive.
Yeah. Yes.
okay,
So at that moment, they do not have discrimination and does not and it does this over and over again.
Correct.
So for something like for a person who is diabetic, he keep on craving for sweets, even though it is not good for the body.
And he
So
doesn't
that
know that whether it is good or bad till someone has told him that his eyes have been opened, that he is diabetic. That means something is out of control. Till then, he is only fearful. No, no, if I
Yeah.
eat sweet, this is what will happen to me. He knows that experience, but he has not given it a name. So he has not generated a sort of a feeling for it. Right? He is still under the influence of the desire. Okay, let's go further. The feeling or desire.
I have a
The feeling
fundamental
of,
question. I have a fundamental
yeah,
question, Chandra sir, here.
Yeah,
So I know we keep talking about light and having no light is causing the desire feeling and all this, the cycle of issues. So the light here is the light of intelligence.
correct.
So what are the basic characteristics of the intelligence? Can we say that in awareness?
No, no, see, it is, let us say, are you able to see what I am holding?
Yes.
Right? What is it?
Mouse.
You are able to say a mouse. Okay?
Mm. Mm.
But there may be somebody in this group who has never seen a mouse
Okay.
because it doesn't have a wire connecting to something else.
Okay.
Okay, for him, he is in the dark. Okay?
Okay.
When he is explained that this is a mouse, it doesn't require a wire to connect. It has got a different type of connectivity, right?
Mhm.
And it does the following functions. That is why it is known as a mouse. Okay. These inputs that I am giving is the intelligence. Okay.
So intelligence, can we consider that as a knowledge?
Yes. The availability of intelligence is the lack of darkness or ignorance.
Okay. But so we can consider intelligence only as knowledge, but okay, yeah, got it. I understand your sense.
Yeah. So it is a light.
Yeah, yeah.
Are able to
light is a
identify.
wisdom and the darkness is ignorance.
The
That's what it is,
problem
sir.
is, unless it is physical, you cannot identify things with the senses. Yes or no? Morning we read about it, right?
Mm.
In this physical earth, if you have to recognize something, it has to be physical. Because your senses recognize it on the basis of that. Till you have seen it, till you have experienced what it is, your wisdom about that is zero. Or
Okay.
it is partial.
Okay. So the information we gather using our senses.
That is the physical side of it. But tomorrow, if I show this to you, explain how this functions, etc., right?
Mm.
And this becomes an item which has exteriorized, correct? As far as your mind is concerned.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, if I say a mouse, your mind will create that shape. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, you can picturize it.
That is the light of intelligence. You are able to throw that light on the term mouse and bring a meaning out of it which you are able to decipher.
Okay.
Yeah, that is light. Otherwise, it is dark.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
the feeling or the desire is so evident in the human that it seems to be all there is. The
Correct.
doer occupies not only certain nerves of the voluntary nervous system, but also some which belong to the thinker and the knower.
Correct.
No noetic reactions may be felt, and mental reactions are felt but vaguely.
That is because of the clarity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the thinker and the knower are not noticed at all, they are interpreted as feeling and desire. So even if the thinker and the knower are noticed, they interpret the wrong way. They think, it's a desire feeling. On the other hand, psychic conditions, mystic trance states, and visions are supposed to be what is spoken of as spiritual.
It is identified with that word. Okay.
When a human suffers, he usually seeks consolation and hope in religious promises rather than an understanding of the facts. Rightly said.
When is that happening? That is when he is under the control of the ego mind, the body. And his belief system says, God will take care.
Yeah. Yes. So it's easy to depend on outside the God.
The psychic satisfaction, at least, psychic cure, comes from that.
Yeah.
You will
In
not
the
blame
psychic
yourself.
atmosphere, feeling
In
and
the,
desire act without any light. Because light is almost zero till the mental body opens up. The light in the psychic atmosphere is almost zero.
Hmm.
And in the physical body, it is at the adrenal. Because that is where the desire is getting generated. Yeah.
in the psychic atmosphere, feeling and desire act without the light.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what you just said. Yeah.
Which is
So
just
I think
like a hinge. Ma'am, it is just like a hinge. Something comes, the emotion drives the body below, but emotion does not have the ability to decipher what it is. The body has to come into picture. The knowledge has to come into picture. That is happening from the Anahata Chakra. Whether love or understanding, acceptance, all these things are acting here.
yeah.
Correct. Right? And what it is, the clarity of converting it to words is coming from the atmosphere and availability of a vocabulary coming from the mental and the mental domain.
Yeah.
Okay. Any
That's
question?
why he's
Yeah.
mental has psychic doesn't have any light, but mental has some light, but not clear,
Correct.
diffused light.
Correct.
Exactly is difference between psychic and mental?
Pardon?
What exactly the difference between psychic and mental?
Annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, manomaya kosha is your mental.
Okay.
Vijnanamaya kosha is the higher end of the mental. So, Vijnanamaya and
Intelligence.
Manomaya are part and parcel of the mental and psychic atmosphere.
Mental
But
is a
So suppose
class.
you don't have any wisdom. You are Mr. Who is that comic character?
Relangi.
Mr. Supandi.
Hmm.
You have read any of the Supandi's, seen the Supandi character?
I have seen
Comic.
Relangi, but not
I
the.
did, sir.
Yeah. How is he drawn? Is he drawn with a circular head or a flat head?
Yeah, he's supposed to be
A
not so
flat head.
intelligent.
It is a
Yeah,
flat head. That
yeah.
means the wisdom mind is gone. There is no Vijnanamaya kosha. Does he have feeling? Manomaya kosha? Yes. So without knowledge. So Sukumar, are you getting it?
Without the knowledge, then there
What
is no
can,
light.
there is no light. There is no
Mhm.
intelligence. Right?
So with the
So
help
the
of the
difference
light or the
between
knowledge.
those bodies, their
Did you
presence
hear
and absence is clearly understood, right?
the terms buddhi, manasu buddhi? Did you hear the terms manasu and buddhi?
Intellect and the mind you're talking, right, madam?
Yeah. Yeah. Mind is the lower, intellect is higher. That is
So,
what Vijnana.
so psychic and mental, they have a thin difference, like higher and lower.
No, wait. Relate it
Hmm.
this. You have Annamaya
Hmm.
Kosha,
Yeah, the physical body.
the physical world.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Above that is the psychic world, the emotions. Okay. Above that is the mind. Okay. The ability to think.
Hmm.
Okay. Above the mind is the knowledge. Right? Knowledge is the light which is
Hmm.
stored in the emotion, and it has a shape, it has got a direction, and all these things, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of it is only responding.
So psychic, you're talking about psychic is emotion, the lower
Psyche
end.
is the emotion, correct?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Emotion is kind of a sensation that we feel in the body, right? Externally, which we see the goosebumps or the
Externally
things.
and internally.
Physical and so internally, I felt like internally is the feeling, externally is the perception, sensation that shows as the emotion, right?
Right. Let me pull out one diagram for your benefit.
I just brought another question, like thin difference between the feeling and emotion.
Vehicle registration search.
That is the first document he shows always.
No, I saved it,
No,
but I never gave it
no,
any importance.
We need to register this Annamaya Kosha here then.
no. Yeah, consider your body as the vehicle.
That is what I'm
No. Sir, if you go to body, this is the best example I will use.
the rocket. Okay.
Rocket. Okay.
Mind.
Okay.
Cause.
This is your astral body. Your pranamaya and manomaya together is like the hinge. More pressure from the thought, it will bend towards the body. More pressure from the body in terms of response, it will again bend towards the thought. He doesn't require light. Okay, I'm trying to get that diagram where I have Bob Proctor. Ah. Yeah. Do you have this? Just focus on this portion.
Yes.
Okay. Right? The upper one is the mind, the conscious mind and the unconscious mind and the subconscious mind. Okay. Conscious mind is, right? You choose your thoughts. It has got the intellectual mind, and the subconscious mind has got your thought cause, your feelings. All those things are shown here. Now, this is your physical body. Are you with me? In this diagram? This is your mind, or the external to the physical body. This is your physical body. It has got two limbs, upper, two limbs, lower. Unless this fellow has issued an emotional instruction to the physical body does not act.
Yeah, makes sense.
Correct?
Starting point. What
Correct.
it starts.
Starting is the processing center.
Yeah.
This itself is blank.
Is not. Yeah, then
If
there is no light in
itself
the
is
body.
blank,
The body.
will it recognize the energy that is coming in?
The energy comes, but it doesn't recognize what is coming.
Correct. So if it doesn't recognize, means there is no light of intelligence. If that itself is blocked at that point, what will come to this fellow?
Nothing, right?
In the absence of all this fellow may be confused and he will say, you know what? End of 2012, the
I
world
have
is
the fear.
no, the world is going to expire.
So because of ignorance, there is no light.
Now you
This
are
one.
talking what he has written there.
Okay.
Got it? Right? Now, based on this, you will start getting your results, which are dependent on conditions, circumstances, environment, and so many other factors. But if you don't recognize these also, you are again in
Dark.
control of this body, which is responding in terms of fears or expectations or outcomes and so on. That is what he knows. Got it?
Yeah. Yes, sir. So, and thoughts creates an intellectual mind. Here in this diagram, you mentioned.
No,
So,
thoughts is the energy that is coming in.
yeah. So the energy is entering the
So you can consider that coming from the
noetic
mental atmosphere.
mental atmosphere. Sorry. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that is what he has
So
also
he
represented there.
is
Got it?
mentioned. I mean, in the diagram, it is mentioned as intellectual mind. The thoughts are being started as a form of energy. So it's
Correct.
nothing but the when you say intellectual mind, it is the connection of the knower and thinker, right?
That is the custodian of your bulb. It is the bulb of the torchlight.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Torchlight is coming from, the beam of light is coming, but let us say the intellect is empty.
Yeah.
So you will be under the control of your body mind.
You want to perceive it so that you can make sure that light is
See, what will you perceive? You are an animal. The upper portion is removed, right?
then there is no point of like if you are with the ego mind, body
So
mind,
you
then you
are
can never.
responding to what you think is your survival need. You are hungry, you will eat. You are not hungry, you will rest in between and recoup whatever energies you have lost. That's it. Think about yourself as an animal.
Then what is the transition from the animal state to the human state? I mean the spiritual state.
Correct. See, there the feeling and desire is limited. So how do you come to it? You need to have more and more wisdom. Where will that wisdom come from? Your connection to the noetic plane.
Yeah, that's yeah, exactly.
And the pathway, the staircase to that is your Vijnanamaya Kosha,
The
then
intellectual
Anantamaya
body.
Kosha, then bliss.
Yeah. Finally, the bliss body, ecstasy.
So unless all these lower portions are properly lit, you can't go there. It is like Prince level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and so on.
It's something like you need to experience in the ego mind in all the directions so that
You
you
need
are
to
one
have the
with
light.
this.
How did Vivekananda experience all this and move ahead very quickly? Through his practice of Raja Yoga. Correct?
He was a little bit always, before he was spiritual, he was always activist kind of looking all the things, what is truth, what
Correct.
is that. He looked for many
He was
things.
See, what was
Just by touch of
Angulimala?
Ramakrishna.
Nane, what was the story of Angulimala?
Yeah.
Mhm.
He
Right.
was chopping the finger, whoever
Yeah.
comes to him, goes by.
And what did he become later?
Saint.
Exactly. Right? So it depends on
Same
many pathways.
Valmiki also, he was a robber, Ratnakar, and
Correct.
he became a.
So till that spark touches a human, he will be searching for all the ways, and then once it ignites that enlightenment, it starts. Then he
Yeah.
Correct.
The
knows
desire for who I am, real self, the desire to know the real self.
Yeah.
Then the light, on the channels open up, the light will be clear.
Correct.
The
So
wisdom you get.
that is what you will understand to some. See, when we come to up to the 8th chapter, you will understand the entire flow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On one
All
side,
the
we are yet to start and establish the purpose of our journey. See, one way speaking, because you people are spiritual, I am letting you people join the Noetic plane discussion. Otherwise, I would have left you in the first level only. Because I will end up confusing you, right?
there's nothing. I mean, just we are trying to connect the dots, sir. We have the dots in our
Exactly.
mind.
Correct.
That's it.
Right. So there is a pathway, there is a purpose, that there is a sequence which will trigger each of these components.
Yeah.
Okay. So you need to visualize that you are available in various planes. You have got segmentation. That segmentation as energy follows your quantum principle. Waves and
Particles.
when do you become a particle? When you have let that light pass through you. Otherwise,
When there is no
still a wave.
observation, right? When there is
No,
no.
you are not able to observe. When will you observe? When you understand, comprehend what it is.
Yeah.
So let's go to the next point, ma'am. Everything
The
clear to
light,
everyone?
Chandrakar, I have a question. So you said we become a particle when we let the light pass through.
Correct. That means
So,
only then you are able to observe, right? Otherwise, you
mm.
don't know what it is.
So if we don't let, then what will we be called? What are
Waves,
we then?
waves.
Waves. Okay.
If you
wave.
don't observe, it is waves.
If
When
you
you
don't
start
observe, it is a wave,
observing, it is
madam.
particles.
Madam, if you
Okay.
Yeah.
observe, then it tricks you. If you don't observe, it be in the some other way. So
Correct.
Okay.
always you can make use of it when you have a detect. I mean, when you have observer.
Okay. Thank you.
Right?
The light that has gone into nature. Because feeling and desire came into being through light and had their greatest satisfaction while light was with them.
That
And
means they have
because they can,
recognized. When they have
yeah,
recognized. Correct? Hmm.
yeah, with them means they recognize awareness. And because they can reach completeness only when they are in the light, they want the light.
Correct.
So when
So
that
now
is the
these are the
awareness,
physical objects. You don't know what it is to, you know what it is.
So one thing
yeah,
about light here. So one thing about light here. So when we say light, is that the consciousness that we are talking about?
That is also
Okay.
light.
Okay. When we say consciousness, they say sometimes we in some of the videos I had seen beyond the consciousness there is also the other side of beyond the consciousness,
See,
and
they
we are
are,
this side of the
please understand the context. Whenever you read something, whenever you hear something, first
Mhm.
establish the context.
Okay, what the reference is talking
Correct.
about altogether.
There, the reference is the physical world. Beyond consciousness is the Turiya, the
So
whole,
that
what you know versus what you don't know. So, we always encounter life in two paradigms, the manifested paradigm and the unmanifested paradigm. What is not manifested is still there.
it doesn't
there's
mean it is
so
not
much.
there. It exists. Still, it exists.
Yes.
Actually, according to perceivable, manifested is very little. Unmanifested is a
Yeah.
lot more.
That is what, madam. We see the iceberg tip on the top of the ocean is so big, but
Correct.
the bottom is so strong and strength in the deep. It can upstand in the in the top.
Correct.
So
Yes, if you see all the spheres and all, world spheres and all, we are a dot. The whole earth is a dot.
So now he's trying to qualify. Light has gone into nature because feeling and desire came into being through light and had their greatest satisfaction while light was with them. The being, the feeling and desire. And because they can reach completeness only when they are in the light, they want light. That is why feeling
And
and desire as beings want light.
when they hold on to that light of awareness,
Yes. Right. Now he is giving you the various conditions under which you can experience.
yeah,
Right.
the place where they can get it is in the mental atmosphere, in the heart, and principally in the lungs. Feeling cannot get beyond the heart, but desire can. And feeling gets satisfaction from desire.
Correct.
So he says feeling cannot get beyond the heart, but desire can. And feeling gets satisfaction only from the desire.
Correct.
When
Oh,
the
see,
psychic
get this. The first point that you are able to recognize what it is when the mental atmosphere is part of the rightness and reason, correct?
Yeah.
Right? The rightness and
Yes.
reason can only happen at the heart.
Yes. Heart
Right?
and lungs.
But your
Is-
other organizations respond to feeling and desire. But in that also, it is only desire up to your Manipuraka chakra. Correct?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, yes. After you pass the Manipura chakra, when you
Only
reach
then
towards the heart,
yes, no, all right comes into picture.
yes,
Otherwise, it is
that
all desire and satisfaction of that desire. You don't know what it is. Okay?
This is the part where the enlightenment and the connection of the spiritual and the lower world starts, right?
Correct.
Heart.
This is the one that is building the relationship.
Okay, between both the lower world and the higher world.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. So let's go to the next point, madam.
when the psychic atmosphere and the doer become agitated, desire rushes towards the mental atmosphere in the lungs to get the light.
Correct.
So when the psychic atmosphere and the doer becomes agitated,
This is what I
desire
meant when I said in the morning, desire will trigger the thought. Are you getting it? That thought is reaching the mental atmosphere. Because thoughts are collected in the mental atmosphere.
and also desire starts in the adrenal, in the lower.
Correct. Your kidneys.
Yeah.
So every desire is getting converted into energy for the experience at your kidneys, or the adrenaline is getting created from the kidneys. That system. Are you all with me when I say that?
सर ये एजिटेटेड का क्या मतलब है?
Disturbance, emotion, turmoil.
ओके, तो साइकिक एटमॉस्फेयर एंड द डूअर बिकम एजिटेटेड, वो दोनों डिस्टर्ब हो गए।
हाँ,
मतलब हमारी
emotion
बॉडी
भी
अब
create
टर्मोइल
होगा।
में है।
emotion कब क्रिएट होगा?
दैट्स ओके, द कैन एनी इमोशन हो गया,
तो
हम
वही तो
वी
है
आर डिस्टर्ब्ड।
साइकिक एटमॉस्फेयर में योर पैटर्न दैट यू आर होल्डिंग इज योर इमोशन।
समझ गया सर, साइकिक एटमॉस्फेयर एंड डूअर आपस में मिलजुल के डिस्टर्ब हो गए।
करेक्ट। डूअर तो किडनी में
अब
बैठा है।
डिजायर,
डूअर आके
करेक्ट,
किडनी
अब वो
में
डिजायर, करेक्ट, अब डिजायर इज रशिंग टुवर्ड्स द मेंटल एटमॉस्फेयर।
करेक्ट, बिकॉज ही
इन
वांट्स
द लंग।
थॉट चाहिए ना उसका।
मुझे करना क्या है?
हाँ,
एग्जैक्टली। सो व्हाट्स द नेक्स्ट स्टेप?
पढ़ो पढ़ो पढ़ो, वो पूरा
सो नेक्स्ट स्टेप के लिए,
organized।
करेक्ट, सो नेक्स्ट स्टेप के लिए वो मेंटल एटमॉस्फेयर चला जाता है, एंड द वे टू गो टू द मेंटल एटमॉस्फेयर इज थ्रू द लंग्स। दैट्स इट मीन टू से?
यस।
Brightness and reason. Then he will get,
Okay,
you
so
know,
यहाँ पे प्रोसेसिंग
right,
होगा ना।
नहीं नहीं, आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू मेक इट सिंप्लीफाइड। सो
हाँ,
एड्रेनल में
तो
हमें प्रॉब्लम हो
what is
गया।
lungs doing? What is the function of the lungs? Prana, apana, udana, samana, vyayana.
Okay.
Right? So your thought has to travel out to the mental atmosphere. Mental atmosphere is not within the body, correct?
हाँ 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 हाँ।
तो
So
वहां
it
तक
has to connect one organ. So it has to connect one organ with the atmosphere through our breath.
Correct.
And the organ which connects is the lungs.
Correct.
That's what I'm trying to simplify
Yeah.
it. कि भाई
Correct.
adrenal में when we had the doer and it get disturbed
एड्रिनल
in the
में डिजायर
psychic and
आएगा,
physical.
एड्रिनल में
हाँ,
डिजायर आएगा, that will reach your heart,
correct.
and through the lungs, heart में what will it do? Is it rightness? Is it ethical? Or is it non-ethical?
So feelings create करेगा वहां पे.
उसके ऊपर बेस करके करेगा ना. इफ इट इज अनएथिकल,
Correct, correct, correct,
से
correct,
बंद करो,
correct, correct, correct,
ये गलत रास्ता है,
correct,
छोड़ो.
correct.
Okay. Is everyone able to think in the same pattern as we are discussing?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
I still
What about others who are silent
Sir,
behind the
no,
black
Ratna
I
screen?
ma'am.
didn't get it. So I need little
Ratna ma'am.
explanation.
Okay. अब जैसे
Okay.
for example you have got a
I'm sorry,
desire.
I don't understand him. That's why I couldn't
No,
relate.
I'm saying in English. I'm saying in English. So
Yeah.
you got a desire which created a thought and it
No,
is a
no.
part of your doer.
No, sir. You are missing out the sequence to explain
हाँ,
to
ठीक
the
है.
viewer. See, let me do that explanation. First of all, you have got a generated a desire, ma'am. You want something. Okay, Ratnagaru.
Yes, yeah.
So, a desire has manifested in you.
Yeah.
What is the desire transforming itself into? You are wanting to own it. That signal from your adrenal, that means the chemical component adrenaline, is now going to the heart. Okay?
Turns into a feeling.
Correct. No, it has not yet got converted to feeling, but it will get converted once that signal has reached the heart.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that feeling gate pass is it right? Yes. Based on your ethical practices, your belief system and all of them are sitting in the heart.
Mm.
Okay? That will process. Or you will use your free will to process it and say, okay, I approve. Then it will go into your lungs. From the lungs, through your breath, it will reach your mental atmosphere.
Okay.
Okay. Till then, there
To
is no
get
thought
what? To get
associated.
light.
For that, it has to go through the psychic atmosphere. The earlier diagram that I showed. Right? Okay? This role. On one side is the physical body. On the other side is your
Psychic
non-physical, the
body.
subtle bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Right? So now it has taken this in terms of how it works through the astral body, etc. I've got notes here from different books. That is not relevant now. Right? Just think of this hinge. And the center portion of that hinge is your heart, which is converting it to feeling energy and releasing that as a signal to your mental body. Then what happens? Let's read further, ma'am.
Okay, so the desire is associated with the
Kidneys.
psychic atmosphere, and feeling
Exactly.
is associated with the mental atmosphere.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. That was also a slide I had shown earlier. The system and what is associated with what, etc., comes in here. Okay. Which one controls what is also given here in this sheet. We will talk about it when we come to that atmosphere, but as of now, just keep it as a thought. Yeah.
Okay. Desire cannot get that light until it compels
No.
its mind to.
Where are you?
Yeah, we finished this one. It cannot get into the atmosphere until it
No,
has
no,
passed
this
the
one.
right.
You read this again so that people get that
Oh,
clear.
okay. Feeling cannot get beyond the heart, but desire can. And feeling gets satisfaction from the desire.
Correct.
When the psychic atmosphere and the doer become agitated, desire rushes towards the mental atmosphere in the lungs to get the light.
Correct.
It cannot into the atmosphere until it has passed rightness in the heart. Then it is in the mental atmosphere in the lungs.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah,
You
desire
discuss.
cannot get desire cannot get that light until it compels its mind to think, to gather, and to focus the light on the impression. The light bonds the desire with the impression.
Okay.
So desire
Just
cannot
hold there. No, no. Just hold there. How
yeah.
many of you have watched the Marisa Pierce video that I suggested? Anybody in this group?
What is that video about, Andy? I don't recollect. I mean, if you say what
How
it
do
is,
you clean?
maybe.
How do you cure yourself of an illness?
Oh,
Marisa Pierce is the
no.
lady who came up with what is called the DIC technology or the DIC framework. DICC. Direct, instruct, compel.
Watched it.
Watch.
Yes.
Yeah, that is from the UK. Yeah.
Yes, right.
Uh, yes.
Now,
Yeah.
now, now, read this sentence once again with Marisa Pierce lecture in mind.
Oh, desire cannot get that light until it compels. Okay, until it compels its mind to think, to gather and focus the light on the impression. The light bonds the desire with the. That is why with the repetition is important.
Yes.
See, this is what everybody should get this. See, what he's explaining is one time is not enough. We has to come. We have to compel the mind to think and and focus the light on the impression. The light bonds the desire with the impression. So then finally the light it bonds the desire of the end and the impression together. So then exteriorization happens. That is the whatever you think, to heal yourself or whatever.
If
Yeah,
you
this
want
is
to manifest something, now this line clarifies the completion.
yeah. This is very good. Yeah, desire cannot get that light until it compels its mind to gather and to focus the light on the impression. The light bonds the desire with the impression. The thing which is being created by thinking is a thought and is a new being. So this new being is a new because we made a completely new thought. We are compelling that thought to happen.
The thing which is being created, the thing that is being created by
Yeah.
thinking is a thought
Yes.
and is a new being. See how
Yes. This is
beautifully
the
come out.
see the healing process. That lady, what she does is the new thought of healing herself repeats several times, like very forcefully
Now,
commands.
see, that is Marisa Pierce.
Yeah,
Even Joe Dispenza, what did he do? He did the same thing.
he makes sure that no negative thought comes.
Correct. But he also went through the entire cycle till
Yes,
every cell in his body was experiencing that light. Okay.
yes,
What did R.J. Spina do?
same thing.
Right? So, any healing, any self healing is possible by application of this principle. Is everyone able to appreciate what I just said?
Only thing is this man's terminology is little different. That's why it's very difficult to get first time.
His language is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone online with what we just discussed. Now Ranjana ma'am has become from Bruce Lee to Ranjana. Yeah. Is
Yes,
everyone,
I'm good. I'm good. I got it. Thank you.
what about the
Something
others?
like if it's something like example, let's consider out of all the examples Joe Dispenza. So when he's completely lost in this world, so when he's almost like doctors, everyone gave up. So he's no more there with the physical entity level with the other people. Intentions, if he would have put, he would have been gone by this time. But he did not allow that, and he brought his mind into picture. And when I say brought into mind, he used the light of the noetic plane to enter and then cure automatically the nature, all the five elements he used in his body completely. Whatever it is broken, he's able to attach or stitch it back to it with the help of all the automatic process of the body, the healing, automatic healing. So similarly, we can do in whatever stage we are also, we can do in any example, like that is one example. But still, whatever the situation is for us also, we can still come out of it with by taking the help of the nature by passing the light to our body. Intentionally, intentionally, not allowing the other things
No,
which
intention
can
is
make
one element. There are so many other building blocks of that passage. But right to your thought has to be compelled. The signal
daily
that you are issuing has to be directed.
only towards that what is needed at that
Correct.
moment to come
Correct.
to take the action completely
Correct.
100% into that, not
The
deviating into
light,
any other thing.
the light bonds the desire with the impression. So you are creating that form of that impression, and that is getting exteriorized into
Yeah.
manifestation.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Let's continue, ma'am.
The thing which is created by thinking is a thought and is a new being. In the thought are in the thought are desire of the doer and light of intelligence, with which desire could not come into contact in any other way than by this admixture by thinking.
Correct.
So the light of intelligence coming together, that is the bonding between desire and impression. The light is not changed.
Correct. So suppose you want to heal an organ. Okay. What is the kind of light characteristics that you require? You should know that everything gets replenished. There is the circular diagram that I gave, salt example, which is getting converted to body. What is body? It is number of organs. Correct? Every organ is replenished regularly. That is the regenerative system. So how long does it take? You need all that kind of wisdom to direct this process into fruition or manifestation. Got it?
Even Deepak Chopra also says every 6 months you are always the new body, not the old body.
No,
So,
not
but
6 months. There are some parts which don't get replenished for up to 10 years, which are your bones.
oh, yep.
Okay.
Daily the cells that we give the information
Yes.
to them, daily they are always trying to be the new
So,
thing.
for the 10 years, the consistent thought process has to be in curing that, correct?
Yeah. So it is possible. There is nothing like not possible. That is the final thing that we can do anything.
So the clarity and intensity of the thought is the knowledge, which combined with the which is considered as the light of intelligence,
Yes.
Yes.
to create a new
They
impression.
are they are what is available to this doer in the body. Those are available when it wants to take it to fruition. Okay. We have understood it perfectly. Yeah. Next line, ma'am.
In the thought or desire, oh yeah, we have finished. The light is not changed, though it is wound up in the combination until the thought is balanced. So he
Okay.
says the light doesn't change, but it is wound up in the combination until the thought is balanced.
Correct. Let's go further.
Desire pushes the thought and the light guides it towards the first exteriorization and toward every subsequent exteriorization. Desire pushes the thought and the light guides it towards the first exteriorization and towards every subsequent.
Correct.
Because once it starts, it takes over. That's what he's saying.
So
Desire pushes
till you have ensured that there are no blockages coming into picture and the flow is complete, that cycle, and you have practiced that cycle n number of times, the desire has to keep on pushing. After that, the involuntary system, it becomes habit and takes over. That is how
habit becomes
you, after manifesting your first pure part, you can start experience the same process again and again, so that the pixelated form is actually, you are zooming in, zooming in, zooming in to become a physical entity. Got it?
Sir, I have one question in this.
Yes.
If somebody doesn't know what is there inside his body, how is going to heal it? Placebo mein, this guy, he knew, he was a doctor kind of a person, he knew things inside his body, so he was trying to make things creative and connect things.
He
But
was
somebody,
driven by, no,
Mhm.
he was driven by his conviction that I have a greater purpose. So, if I have a greater purpose, so his belief system changed the dimension of his thinking. Okay, either you do it rationally or you strengthen your belief system.
What is the question, sir? I missed it.
so
Sorry, sir. It's a question.
so you mean to say, even if I do not know the body parts, or and I'm not scientifically that competent to understand my body inside,
Hmm.
but if I
Sir,
just have a belief system, I
okay.
can cure myself.
Yes. Now, what happened to Shreyans Daga in how does he introduce his entry into spirituality?
No, that's what I'm trying to understand. That
Correct.
same
So,
thing, sir. He was a chartered
what
accountant studying finance, a student. He doesn't.
he was a finance guy. Patriji visited him because he needed an overnight stay in Mumbai.
Mhm.
His sister advised Patriji that he can stay with Shreyans. Correct?
Correct.
He went and stayed there and he was taking medicines for his tuberculosis.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did Patriji say? You are taking medicine for your physical body. What about your injuries inside?
Mm-hmm.
So, he said, no, you sit with me and meditate for 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't touch medicine and do it every day. He only
Mm-hmm.
believed Patriji's statements and he practiced. Did he not cure him?
Mm-hmm.
Where is Bengali happening? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Something
Priya
like
was talking, so that's the reason.
so it's something
Okay.
like when a person is having some problem and he don't know where exactly the organ or what structure of it. Joe Dispenza knows the structure as he's little bit into
No,
understanding
he has not used this structure. He
of
said,
the
I
spinal cord.
believe I have
He's
got a
trying.
greater power. After that, he analyzed and published it in the book. At that moment, he didn't.
Okay,
At
okay.
that
After
moment,
that,
he was guided by the conviction that he had a greater purpose.
okay. The
No,
conviction
but
is the
sir, as
strongest
you've been,
than the intention.
yeah, so as you have been saying, I have to direct my energy to the healing part.
Correct.
So, so when you say that the healing part is the pain, that's all, because I don't know what is the inside of that
Not the
body,
pain.
right?
You have to believe that the energy is healing you.
Where? In the entire body or the pain location or what?
Did I not give a lecture on one of the wound on my body which used to heal? Then my wife will say, "See, it is not healing." And I will trust her.
Uh-huh.
And immediately the wound will again become gory deep. It took 1.5 years to
Okay.
heal that injury.
Because you are allowing the thoughts of other person, your wife,
Correct.
and
Correct.
it becomes aggravate. When you allow your thoughts that it is not growing, it diminishes. So
Yeah.
what is your allowing? Are you allowing the negative or allowing the positive? Are you allowing to
Correct.
grow
So
big or
where
to
is
grow
your
less? That's the
intent
point.
going?
The intention.
Your intention is oscillating.
Yeah, yeah.
And that
And also,
oscillation is visible on the healing process.
that's why he also says compelling,
Correct.
because
That is why
suggestive.
Marisa Peer
So,
used that. If you read Louis Hay, you will again find the same thing happening.
Yes.
so if you
That is
compel the
how,
mind, it is the quicker, madam. It is quicker. Instead of taking
yeah.
little bit,
By
if you
compelling with more and more positive thoughts, you're pushing away negative thoughts.
If you
and then
deviate, if it
yeah,
leaves
you're not
the
deviating.
body,
Yeah.
see, now what has happened to your body? You've got your belief system, you've got
Yeah.
your experiences, right? Okay. And what are you doing? The regular activity, but they are living under the constraints of what you have created.
The personality.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right. Now, that personality is without your knowledge directing the light and its progression.
Because
Okay.
they are the hindrances or limitations that I formed already.
That is
It
what you are when you are not controlled, you are not consciously directing something or changing your habits.
mm, mm. Why it
So
happened, I don't know. It happened just for a reason. Something we'd be ignorant saying that all these excuses are
you will start
kind of
talking about miracles and all that. But
yeah.
all those miracles
Unless
are within you.
yeah,
That
it can happen. Only the intention you need to allow, and then how you change the direction of it to the
correct. Correct.
maximum.
Yeah.
So to
What
Saad's
is
question, if a person doesn't know which body or which thing to be healed, he need to always feel that it is going to be healed completely.
you should
So you need
trust
to
the process. When you're driving on the road, right? Are you sure which vehicle is ahead of you, how he is going to drive?
just we are cautious about our vehicle and the brake
You are
system, not
conscious,
about.
but are you confident or no, you are not confident?
You just
During
have
the
that
driving.
faith that that
Thank
person will
you.
drive and
Thank
you
you.
drive.
You exactly, right? When you are manifesting that process in one part of your activity, why can't you extend it to the other parts of your activity? One of them being curing yourself. The same thing, when you go on to the stage for you to give a lecture, if you are clouded by how will my lecture be received? How many claps will I receive? Right? Huh?
Yeah,
How many rotten tomatoes or rotten eggs will come and hit me?
come on.
Right? So if those are the thoughts, your content is
Obviously, you're manifesting the other things. The clouded things will come on to you instead
yes,
of the delivering the things.
because negatives manifest faster than
Faster than the always. That's true. Gossip is faster than the truth and the fact.
When a thought is exteriorized, light goes into nature. Some of it is bound up in the thought, and some is diffused in the body of the human. When light thus goes into the nature, it is attached to units and is part of the light, which acts as the intelligence, order, and law of nature.
Correct.
So,
Now read that highlighted item. When a thought is exteriorized, light goes into nature. What is going into nature mean? It is getting exteriorized. It is becoming physical, right? Some of it is bound up in the thought. Some of it is that light, some of it is in the thought. That will anyway end. Some is diffused in the body of the human by virtue of the belief system, the training of the involuntary function in the body, and so on. Okay? Is everyone able to appreciate this, please? The problem is people don't understand English. So which language?
Yes.
Yes. అర్థమైంది సార్ టాకింగ్ అనదర్ లాంగ్వేజెస్
Otherwise, I will start talking in Bengali. Bujecho?
No, I don't know that you know Bengali as well.
No, I speak almost 9 languages, so
Close to dozen.
close to dozen. Yes, right.
okay. Only a doer can contain or direct the light of an intelligence. Or only a doer can contain or direct the light of an intelligence. No physical body, object of nature, or even matter of the light world can deal with the light in the same sense. So only the doer in the physical, only the doer can contain or direct the light of an intelligence, is they are saying.
Exactly. In other words, your soul can achieve the objective. Okay, let's go further.
So he's no physical body. So the doer not in the physical body, the doer above.
Correct. It is not the physical body which is a set of programs.
Yeah.
It is not
So
part
before
of the object of nature. It is not physical. Or even matter of light, not the matter. Because that matter requires a pattern. Where is that pattern? It has to come from the doer. Okay? Yeah. So let's go for
okay. The light that is in the noetic atmospheres of the doers also illumines the light world, which is on the nature side, and there the thought not mixing with the matter keeps that matter illuminated and in constant action.
correct.
It's a long sentence.
No.
Okay,
The
the
light,
light,
go ahead. Read it again. Slowly.
yeah, the light that is in the noetic atmospheres of the doers also illumines the light world, which
Okay.
is on the nature side, and there the thought not mixing with the matter keeps that matter illuminated and in constant action.
It is in action, but are you directing it? That is the question. It is there, it is illuminated, and it is in constant action. It is in constant vibration. But are you connecting to it and pulling it into the pattern that you desire? Are you with me? Are you directing it? It also shows.
Yeah, right.
Madam, it is only useful when you have a constant action of it. If you
No,
don't
when
use
you
that
direct
pattern to the
that,
pattern
it
of
is in constant action. It
but
is
but you
following,
need to connect.
it is on the nature side, means it is guided by the principles of nature. The laws that are going to come, do the transformation from energy to matter. That matter is illuminated and ready. But is there the direction? Let's read further. You will get to that.
Mm-hmm.
It also shows what goes on in the light world and what has been done with any of its matter while that matter was in the lower worlds.
Correct.
So, what do we what with the light of intelligence? Did we use properly?
Exactly. That means, is it being directed properly or not? Let's read the next.
But the light world of it also shows, yeah, but the light world of nature does not contain the light.
It is not there.
The light,
Hmm.
yeah, the light is there because of atmosphere of the triune selves.
So it is coming from the triune self. It is available. You have to bring it in and direct it to fruition. Yeah. Read the next part.
The light in the mental atmospheres of the doers pervades the life world.
Correct.
So he's saying the light mental atmospheres of the doers pervades the life world.
Correct.
This light is diffused light in the mental atmospheres and is not mixed with the desire.
Hmm.
So more clarity.
Correct.
Light mixed with the desire does not function in this way. It does not get into the life world.
Hmm.
When it is mixed with the desire and so is bound up in a thought, it remains in that thought in the mental atmosphere.
It is ready.
Yeah, the light in the life world stimulates there the active side of the units and so starts what appears later as life on the physical plane.
Correct. So
The
it is
light
available there, but it has to be brought down.
yeah. The light does not illumine the form world because there is no light in the psychic atmosphere. This is like chapati example.
Exactly. Beautiful. How
Yeah,
many?
you can explain,
Oh, it is still there.
how.
Okay, I think we will stop here. It is 10:30, right? India time. Okay.
जी सर ठीक है.
I'm kind of confused with the light world and life world. Can you give some explanation around that, sir?
Okay. Right? Light world is where the noetic plane is situated. That means you have got everything which is visible. Light of intelligence is 100% here. Okay. What is this? This is nothing but the surrounding atmospheres of the entire earth, which is broken down into physical component, right? The physical atmosphere. The form world, which is also known as the psychic plane, is the psychic world where there is shape. Okay? Then there is life world is where air is active. It is the mental plane. And then you have got the noetic plane. Noetic plane. Physically, 4 atmospheres around us. The innermost is the physical atmosphere. Correct?
Yes.
Where everything is physical. It is Annamaya Kosha. Around that you have got the Pranamaya Kosha.
Okay.
Right? In the physical world again, you have got 2 components. A portion of the form, the various shapes, with life and without life. Correct? And when the mental layer comes into picture, you are able to give it life. So you are participating in these, not physical, but in the atmosphere, you have got these 4 components.
Yes.
Right? Now, what is the one that is active with the physical world? Earth element.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when it comes to the form, the fluid,
Water.
water, or any fluid for that matter, right? Then you have got air and you have got fire. So the atmosphere, which is rich in fire components, is the light world.
The radiant.
Correct. Okay. The one that is filled with the life is called the life world, means air.
Okay.
Okay. Then you have got form. Then you have got the earth, the physical shape. So these are the four parts of the atmosphere that are surrounding our earth.
Now, can we go back and reread those statements based on this picture so I can get some mental clarity?
Yeah, read it. Which one you want to read?
The light world. So
this entire thing is about the light world. What you?
No. Yeah. So going down.
Yeah. Where? Which sentence? You read it, and then I will explain.
Okay. So let's start with the highlighted version. The only a doer can contain a direct light of an intelligence. No physical body, object of nature, or even matter of light world can deal with the light in the same sense.
That is the way the doer. Doer is an intelligence entity, right?
Yeah.
So only it can deal with all these things, but not light by itself.
Yeah. The light world, the Noetic world. Okay.
Correct.
So the light that is in the Noetic atmosphere of the doers also illuminates the light world.
Correct.
Is on the nature side.
Means, see, what is happening is these atmospheres are intermingled, correct?
Yes.
So as you are coming down, the quantity of light that is going to be available in the life is going to be dependent upon what the constituent of the light world is, correct? How much of radiance will be there? In the physical world, it is almost not there. Okay?
Okay.
Right? This is not the physical light, the light of intelligence.
Yeah, God, I understand that part.
So, that is going to keep on reducing, correct?
Yes.
But it has to pass through the entity to reach the physical earth into physical manifestation. Yes? Right? So, what is the element that can draw this? That element happens to be the doer.
Yes.
Right? The doer with his connection with each of these worlds has the power to pull it and bring it down to the earth.
Okay. So this is where
yes.
the compelling part, the
Correct. You got it. You
perfectly yes, enough times to get it manifested, because it is the power, the intensity of the light world is reducing as it going down towards the physical body.
So you read this para. Okay. What is it trying to communicate?
The light that is in the Noetic atmospheres of the doers also illuminates the light world, which is on the
it is illuminating.
Yes.
But it is not mixed with the matter.
Yes. And keeps that matter illuminated and in constant action.
So unless it is in constant action, you cannot pull it down.
Yeah. Now I got that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So got the clarity?
Yes.
Very good. Anyone else? Okay. We meet again tomorrow to
Yeah,
come.
you can stop recording.
Yeah, because this is quite long. Let me stop the recording.